What's up, everyone? So we're live and we're rocking and rolling. So here we go. We're in. So let's see who we have today. So today I want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about the cheating CEO, actually, a little bit. That's always fun. I want to talk about a little bit about what's going on with Arthur. And yeah, I'm just loving these live streams right now. Getting a lot of enjoyment out of them. And yeah, let's just see where it goes today, shall we? So I think I've figured out how to link up. I have figured out how to link up my streaming software to Instagram. And I think I've also managed to link it up to LinkedIn. So let me just check LinkedIn a minute. So yeah, LinkedIn's working. So we've got it up on LinkedIn. And I don't actually want this description in here. There's a description and I'm not happy that it's there. So I'm gonna save that. The description looks crap. It looks really, really crap. It's like basically shilling the software I'm using, which I'm not particularly happy about, if I'm honest. There we go. Okay. That's better, I think. I might be able to edit it inside LinkedIn. And I wonder if we're going to get any people in LinkedIn today, because this is new. This is new for me on LinkedIn. And let's see if anyone actually joins on LinkedIn. So I think we've fixed all of that. Awesome. Okay, so who have we got? We've got 3 people in on Twitter so far, so welcome if you're just joining. I have no idea how many people we've got on LinkedIn. I have no idea how many people we've got on Instagram. That's why I usually do Instagram on my phone. In fact, no, we're in. Guys, we've successfully managed to get LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter all synced up for a live stream, which is pretty fucking cool. It's a little bit laggy. I can see it now, like it's a little bit laggy, but fuck it, like we'll make it work. So we're in, we started, it's a bit clunky, but we're there. So Arthur is live. Arthur is the thing I've been pushing all week. I've been letting you guys know about it. And I told you a few days ago that, yeah, I'm not fucking around anymore. So that's why I'm doing these live streams. I'm going live on multiple platforms because I don't give a fuck anymore. And I like talking. I like the sound of my own voice. And I just think this shit's fun. So I'm going to hopefully be able to change the way that you think about things today. That's what I want to do. Help you become wiser, especially in business. Because I think one thing that I see is, like, if you don't have money, it's very hard to be free. It's very hard to live a good lifestyle. It's very, very difficult to make an impact in the world. It's very difficult to just level up. It's very, very difficult to level up, and it's very, very, very fucking difficult to get ahead. And I don't believe that you can live your best life inside the system if you're someone who wants more. And personally, I am that someone, and you might be too. So this stream's for you. The stream isn't for everyone. Yesterday, we had some people that were fucking not liking what I was talking about at all, saying that if you change yourself just to improve your position in the world, then like you're it's self-loathing. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're on about. But, you know, that's their thing. You know, if they want to complain about self-improvement, if they want to say that self-improvement and bettering yourself is self-loathing, then fuck me, the world really is fucking cooked. The world really is cooked. Welcome everyone if you're just coming in. I see some familiar faces. I see, so I'm on 4 platforms right now. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Instagram. So on Instagram, I can see who's in. We've got Leah. We've got Nicole. What's up, Nicole? Bonnie, Antien, some other people I don't recognize. I'm not sure who we have on Twitter. I'm going to open up Twitter now. Because, guys, like for me, this is like early doors. Like this is the first time I've been doing these streams. So when I see people coming in, I'm like, oh, wow, like that's fucking cool. You know, for me, it's still new. So when I see people popping their heads in, I want to make sure I know who's coming so I can, I just want to know who's there, really. I just want to know who's popping in. So Twitter's loading now. I'll find out. I don't know if Kevin is watching on LinkedIn. And who else have we got? And on Twitter, I'll be able to see in a minute. We've got 4 people watching on. Okay, fuck it. Let's not stress about it. Let's just focus on the task at hand. So it's called 58 hours and 42 minutes. And that's because there's 58 hours and 42 minutes left of Arthur's window opening. It's Arthur 2.0. It opened yesterday. 5 spots taken. 2 calls already. I've got 2 people booked in already who want to join. It's not cheap. So if people want to join, I'm basically saying like, hey, have a call with me and we'll see if it's a good fit, because I've launched so many offers now. I've launched communities so many times. I know what it's like when you get the wrong people in. So for me, I'm screening you as much as you're screening me. And it's better if you meet me in person before I ask you for money. So the whole point of this is there's no more playing small. Like if you feel like you're playing small in your life, you're not making anyone happy. The only people that you're making happy are fucking basically like losers who don't want you to do well, and fuck them. And even those guys really at their core want you to do well, because then you'll push them. So if you are setting a standard for the people around you, they might not like it at first. They might actually hate it. No one likes the person who's trying to get rich. No one likes the person who's trying to do something big in the world. No one likes the person who's trying to launch rockets into space. No one likes the person who's trying to be the president of the United States. No one likes the person who's building the next big tech startup. No one likes the person who says the things that no one else is willing to say. You become an outcast quite fast if you have any ounce of fucking ambition or drive in you. You quickly become perceived as a greedy fucking toad. And I think that's fucked up, because it's the only way that you're ever going to actually make something of your life. So today, if you don't resonate with this, honestly, go away. There's going to be some things that I'm going to say, mainly about bettering yourself, business, making money, maybe even relationships, maybe even health, that you're going to not like if you're a fucking loser. If you're the kind of person that hates somebody spreading a message that's trying to motivate you to do more with your life and giving you tools to do it, because I've managed to cross the threshold to the other side. Once I started making real money online, I realized, hey, there's a lot more people that could benefit from this than just me and the people I'm immediately helping. I need to get this message out. I've been given a mission by God, and this is it. Like I'm going to be talking about it today. So let's rock and roll. You've probably seen the other day a story doing the rounds on the internet. It was almost like a meme. The cheating CEO. At the Coldplay concert, that CEO hugging his HR director. She wasn't even hot, but fuck it, like whatever. But this is what happens when men, successful men, they don't fear God. And what I mean by fear God is they don't live for a bigger purpose than just what they're doing. So you can become successful, but I don't like on paper, but you're not actually successful if you don't have a strong code. You're not successful if you don't have a strong circle. You're not successful if you're a sneaky little cheat. Because my perspective is that if you are cheating on your partner, at least fucking be honest about it. Don't sneak around. And if they want to stay in that relationship, so be it. But don't be a little sneak. I think that's just fucking shit behavior, to be honest. I think it's very weak behavior. But hey, that's just me. Maybe you have a different point of view. Maybe you think, if maybe you're a man who thinks, oh, well, if I can get away with it, I'll do it. I don't think so. I think if you think you can get away with it, then fucking tell them and then see what they think. Because I'm all for someone being open. Hey, I want to have other relationships while we're together. Like, then the person can decide if they want to stay with you. So honesty is always the best policy, in my opinion. Anyway, this cheating CEO, I doubt he has a strong group of friends, guy friends, that he can lean on. I doubt that he had consulted them about it. He probably just did it in his shame. Shamefully snuck around like a little fucking weasel. But if he had a strong network around him, strong group of guy friends, they would have said, look, man, you either just fuck her and get it out of your mind or call it quits. Like, what are you going to do? And obviously he didn't consult them because no group of friends would turn around to their friend and go, yeah, I reckon sneaking around and going to a fucking Coldplay concert is the best thing you can do. No one's saying that to their boy. No one's saying that to their boy. He had no guy friends to lean on, and he had no one that he could consult because they would have told you, dude, that's fucking retarded. That's why Arthur exists. Because when you start becoming successful, you start having options. Women start chasing you as a man. Maybe you're successful as a woman, maybe not in business, but maybe you're just like hot and like you have options and you've got, good income. Like you get faced with temptations and you get faced with difficult situations that you need to learn from. I definitely felt this when I first started succeeding, when I first started hitting my bigger months. I attracted certain people that were like, maybe not so trustworthy. And it's true that the higher you go up in the hierarchy, the more predatory the players are. So the higher you go up, like the higher you rise, the more predators there are, because you've got to be a killer to play at the top. You've got to be you've got to be built for survival, and you've got to be a competitive animal. And so a lot of people treat the competition as a excuse to be a fucking scumbag. Or, I'm not attacking any women in particular here, but there's a lot of women in the world that will try and get with a man who's successful because they know that they can use his money. And like, you've kind of got to be able to tell the difference between people that are playing the game with you and people that are playing the game against you. And the best way to win is to play with people who are playing the game with you. That's where a strong brotherhood comes into play, and that's why Arthur exists. So I put a tweet out the other day, and I said, when God wants to make a man powerful, he breaks him first. And that really resonated with my audience. Considering I've only just come back to Twitter, they're a little bit asleep still. Some of them have disappeared. That really resonated with them. And that sort of leads perfectly into why I disappeared from social media. So about 6 months ago, I completely disappeared from social media. I wouldn't say completely. I just went anonymous. So I put an anonymous PFP up. I stopped posting on Twitter. I deleted all my content on Instagram. I didn't upload a YouTube video. I just basically just fucking canned it all. I just went, I'm going behind the scenes now. I just want to be anonymous. I started playing small. And the reason why was because I was in a bit of a spiritual crisis. I had a breakup, which was pretty tough on me. Obviously, I didn't get dumped. I broke it off, but it sucked because it doesn't matter if you are in a relationship with someone and it's toxic, or it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship with someone and you break up with them. A lot of the time, you still care deeply for that person. And so that was the situation I got into. I had to end a relationship, which I really cared about the person. And it spun me out of control, not necessarily like I didn't go off the rails and start drinking or like start doing drugs, but I just lost all kind of like drive and purpose because I just felt shit, like post-breakup depression, basically, even though I was the one who ended it. And then I started focusing on my spiritual health. So I was like, right, I need to get myself back up. I need to get myself back in the game. I need to get myself feeling good again. So rather than working more, I started focusing on my health. I started focusing on my mind. I started focusing on my energy. I started focusing on my faith. And what happened was pretty profound. I found that when my energy started increasing again, I started getting my energy back. I didn't want to put it into my business, but I found that I was becoming socially, I was becoming a lot more powerful in terms of like how I felt. My social anxiety that I had a little bit at the beginning of the year disappeared. Well, although I've never been a socially anxious person, but just because I've been in this kind of like post-breakup depression, I didn't feel 100%. The post-breakup situation was also pretty negative on my business. So like I had a bit of a rough patch at the beginning of the year of business because I just didn't want to work. I didn't have any energy left. And so when I started focusing my energy again and my energy came back and I sort of like started feeling quite fucking amazing, to be honest. Like my energy came back, my lust for life came back. And then I got kind of like caught up in dating. So I started dating a lot more. I was dating and I was sort of like chasing tail and I basically got like massively distracted. I got massively distracted from my mission, what I was supposed to be doing. And a lot of that was to do with my business. So like I wasn't really focused on business at all. I was making money, but like I wasn't doing anything meaningful. I wasn't doing anything that felt aligned. I was doing stuff that was aligned, but not my highest offering to the world. And I was very distracted and I ended up in a bit of a crisis, another crisis. This time it wasn't a breakup, something else. Something that I won't explain here. I'm explaining it to the guys inside Arthur inside my group, because it's helping them with their mission. It's helping them with the bigger mission that I'm trying to achieve as well. But I can't explain it here because it's too public. It's kind of private. But the situation was pretty heavy. And I got pretty desperate. My life was basically about to change forever in a way that I did not want. I was completely out of control. The situation would have basically, like the way I see it, would have dragged me into hell. And in that moment of pure desperation, I got to my knees and I prayed. I prayed 4 times a day, non-stop for a week straight. And on the 7th day, let's just say that God answered my prayers. And I was stunned. Like it was a miracle. Like the chances of this thing happening in my favor was like 100 to 1, maybe even 1,000 to 1. But let's say 100 to 1. The fact that it fucking happened made me realize, holy fuck, God exists and God is on my side. And when I need him, he's there, which means he's always there. So this was like a paradigm shift for me. Like I was born and raised a Catholic, but when this happened, I realized God exists. And this was a paradigm shift for me. This went from me believing in God to me believing in God, because he'd performed a miracle for me. And I shaved my head. Some of you might have seen I shaved my head. That's why a few months ago I had longer hair. Now I've got short hair. This was completely shaved, almost like skinhead. I shaved skinhead. I took a razor to my head and I shaved it all off. I look like a fucking monk. I look like Aang from The Last Airbender. And I made another vow. I made a vow that I would fulfill the purpose that God had laid out for me before, but I had run away from. So I re-engaged with my purpose, and my purpose is attached to what I'm doing online. I've already received so much fucking negative feedback, criticism, and hate for what I'm doing. And I'm not even big yet. I've still got a relatively small following, about 10,000 followers across all platforms. Yet, I knew that what I had to do in the world was based around what I was doing online, because I can amplify my message online. I'm now streaming this to 4 different platforms. I'm streaming this to LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I'm amplifying my message. God wanted me to do this because I can reach more people, because I can actually, this is how I'm going to help people. This is how I'm going to do what I was put here to do. Because you see, a lot of people are out, like Saturday night, a lot of people are out right now getting fucked up at the club. Yet I am here on this stream to you because I have a message to share with you. I have an opportunity to share with you. I have lessons from a fucking crazy life that I can help you navigate your own lives with. And a lot of these lessons have to do with making money, because it's not about the money. It's about what the money gets you. And so for me, I feel a responsibility to help you achieve freedom, help people, particularly men, achieve sovereignty. You control your own life. You're in charge of your own life, your own destiny. You become empowered. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to empower you. So Arthur is the byproduct of that. Arthur is the vehicle which I'm going to implement this change at the highest level. I can talk to you on this stream and fucking motivate you and try and get you to do something, but the way I can really help you is inside Arthur. That's why I launched Arthur. There's a greater mission going on. It's not just about like, yeah, sure, Arthur is... It's a business on one side, but on the other side, it's not. It's a mission. In fact, it's not a business at all. It's a calling. And maybe you felt the calling too. But either way, right now, just a quick live update. There are 7 spots left. 5 of those spots were sold on pre-sale, and 2 people have booked in calls to enroll. Which means, most likely, those 2 people will join, which means we're probably realistically looking at 5 spots. And there's more people interested. And we haven't even got into the last final hours of this yet, where people will really make a decision. So Arthur was reborn. Like I said, this is a calling. It's not a business, it's a calling. It's my mission from God. And that's why I'm doing this. So that's why the space, or that's why the feed or the live stream is called 58 hours and 49 minutes, because when I started this stream, you had that long to make your decision. You had that long to take action. Now you have about 58 minutes, 58 hours and 12 minutes. So the clock is ticking. It really is ticking. But hey, let's talk about what people have been saying. What have people been saying? Let me find, I want to pull up an email, an important email right now. So I got so like I said, 5 spots already taken. our message is clearly landing because 5 spots are already taken. 2 people have already booked calls. I'm sure they'll be joining the Arthur family soon. But there's a lot of you who are intrigued. They want to know a bit more information first, and I get that. So here's a question I got from a subscriber today. He said, right, let's talk. I've just retired from full-time professional rugby. I've jumped into a remote job doing admin. I've got a recruitment job lined up for next month. What do you have for me? Talk to me. This is an example of a guy that's ready to fucking burst, to reach out and take his first steps to becoming truly sovereign. I've known this guy for a few years. Fucking cool dude. Has a big social media following. But this is exactly the type of man that Arthur is built for. Someone who's proven he can perform under pressure, who's had success but knows his next chapter needs to be different, who's ready to build something bigger than what he's already done. Because here's the thing, you don't need another course on confidence, productivity, teaching how to make 10K a month. What you need is a brotherhood of men who see your potential and won't let you waste it. And that's what Arthur provides. It's not about starting from zero. It's about taking everything you've already built and turning it into something truly magnetic. You might have been an elite performer in one area of your life, one arena, like sport. Maybe you have a following on social media. Maybe you're a top salesman at your job. Maybe you just bought yourself a house because you have the competency to build an income where you can afford a house. Maybe you've built a business and sold it. Either way, if you've performed at a high level at something, you can transfer that over into another room, any room that you enter. Because when you command respect in any room, the money just naturally follows. And that's what we help you develop, is that frame where people respect you, where you're positioned as the prize, where you're willing to lead, step out into the unknown and be that fucking guy that goes first. Because honestly, leadership is what this is all about. Because if you can lead a tribe, that tribe will pay you. And if that tribe pays you, you get paid just to do this. You get paid to be yourself. Which I personally think, I don't know about you, I think that's the coolest thing in the world. Don't you think that's the coolest thing in the world? I do. And so, yeah, he asked me that. But here's the thing, if you're ready to stop playing small, like I was, and join a brotherhood of men who will literally propel you at fucking lightning speed into your next 5 to 20K a month, because that's what we're doing inside, go to the link in my bio and click on the link in my bio for Arthur and go and check it out. Read for yourself. Go and have a look at the testimonials. Go and have a look at the proof. Go and have a look at what I'm sharing with you. Go and have a look at what you're going to learn. In fact, if you want to make your next 5 to 20K a month, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Actually drop a comment. Have the balls to go first. If no one's done it yet, you do it. Because being a leader isn't about having followers. It's about going first. So if you have the fucking bottle to write a 1 in the chat, I can guarantee you now you have the bottle to go and make your next 5 to 20K online. So do that. Put a 1 in the chat. So I think what I'm going to do now, because this will be interesting for you, is I'm going to actually read out what people are saying at Arthur in the past, because this is the second time we've launched this. So I'm going to read this out now from Alex. Alex, this is a long one. Arthur is by far one of the best communities I've ever encountered in the masculine space. For months, I've struggled to fit in, but this was the best place for me to fit in, simply because Dan understood me very well compared to most people. Dan's wisdom really helped me navigate my worldviews more than college has ever taught me. Every time I hop on these calls, I get excited to hop on. The people there are so high energy and positive. It makes me feel so ambitious. I feel like I'm close to accomplishing my goals because of the world Dan has brought me into. I've invested in multiple masculine brotherhoods, but this one piqued my curiosity. The people there are so high energy and it makes me feel so hyped about my future. I no longer have to be scared to speak up like other communities. No more, you're a self-improvement autist, or I'll take your future wife, or any of that toxic BS. If you ever struggled to fit in real life or on social media, or if your past seems to haunt you, then Arthur is definitely the big move. The people there are very welcoming and chill. They're always there to watch your back no matter what. That was from Alex. How about this one from Jake? Everyone is super helpful. On the calls, everyone is listening and looking to help you in any way possible. The connection to each other, although we really only speak for 1 to 2 hours per week, it feels like you can trust them and share my biggest problems. These are the best coaching calls I've ever been a part of. If you're looking to feel better, make a ton of progress, and meet some genuine people, then this is the place for you. That was from Jake. Maybe I'll read one more. Shall I read one more? I'll read one more. Who left a gleaming? I'll pick a gleaming review. I'm going to read 2 more. This one's from Ken. The biggest benefit was the one-to-one calls and the crazy amount of support I've gotten from Dan. When I was struggling to build my offer, he was right there every step, ready to help. You don't get that from many mentors. One thing that sets this community apart from others is the number of resources available. The recordings, guides, and blueprints alone are enough to help you hit your goals. They leave nothing and are full of value. If you are trying to build online and are spinning your wheels, Dan makes it simple. He will meet you where you are struggling and get you on track. That was from Ken. One more. This is from someone I respect a lot. This is from Tom. This is actually a guy that's was a mentor of mine. And this is what he wrote about me. I've been a professional copywriter and marketing consultant for nearly 15 years. I know a good writer and salesman when I see one. Dan West is one of the few people I discuss internet business with. He has a sharp mind, bucket loads of natural charisma, and has legit had to build his digital business up from the ground after escaping into monk mode on an island with next to nothing to his bank account. He's a burn the boats guy who has stacked his future and reputation to unlock a life where he makes money on his terms, not someone else's. If you want to learn from somebody who walks the talk and can show you how to do the same, work with him. Hesitate and you might be too late. There's so many of these. There's so many of these. Maybe I'll find a short, sharp one because I'm enjoying reading these. So this was from Elmo. When I first heard about Arthur from Dan, I felt it was something special. I trust Dan, and when I saw the people involved, it didn't only feel like it was something special, I knew it was something special. This is not your average community, this is a movement. These are all testimonials from real people, and there's literally hundreds of them on the page. If you want to go and check out the page and see if this is the right thing for you, just go to the link in my bio, click the link, or don't fucking do it. Like, it's up to you, but like, you should go read that because that has a lot more information. That gives you everything. All right, shall we talk about, let's talk about the system. Let's talk about, like, if you haven't gone on the sales page and you haven't gone and seen what I've built for you, that's fine. I'm going to give you an overview now of the path. This is what I call the path to sovereign manhood. This is the path to freedom. This is the path to sovereignty as a man. Doesn't matter what level you're at. I can work with beginners. I've helped tons of beginners. You don't need a big audience either. Like Matt, for example, he made 20K in 5 days. and he has 2,000 followers. His case study is on the site if you want to go and read it. So the path to sovereign manhood, I break it down into 3 steps. I'm going to keep it very high level for you because if you want to go and find out more, just go and read the page. Step 1 is the magnetic character. So this is where you shift from being someone that chases money to someone that attracts it by becoming a magnetic character. How we do this? The magnetic character is essentially is a storyteller. So we're going to help you master storytelling, something that I've studied in depth extensively for the last few years. I've always had a natural ability to tell stories, probably because I watched a lot of movies growing up. Movies were always on in my house, good movies as well. But you become a master storyteller. Steve Jobs was right when he said the most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. Are you going to argue with Steve Jobs? Probably not. The second part is masculine frame. This is the part of being a magnetic character, is having a strong masculine frame. Someone that has clarity, someone that is perceived in any situation as high status. You don't need money for this. You don't need money. You don't need to be jacked. You don't need to be an alpha male. All you need to do is be able to hold the right frame and people will immediately give you respect. And why is this important? Because if you don't have a strong frame, the world will walk all over you. And if the world walks all over you, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think clients are going to be attracted to you? Do you think women are going to be attracted to you? Do you think that you're going to be able to get your way in life? Do you think people are going to respect you? Men are going to respect you? No, they won't. So if you don't master the masculine frame, which is how you hold yourself in every situation, you're never going to be perceived as someone who has status. Again, status is massively a perception game. That's something I've dedicated a lot of my life to, is mastering the game of perception. How can you create a perception around you? Everything is perception. Nothing is real. Not even money's real. So finally, the third component of being a magnetic character is being positioned as the prize. So once you've mastered storytelling, once you've mastered frame, you will naturally be positioned as the prize. Someone that people chase. Clients chase you, which basically means money. Women chase you because they see you as valuable, which is way better than chasing women. If you chase a woman, she'll be repulsed, generally. But if she chases you, she'll be like non-stop turned on, because that's what you've done. You've triggered her. It's a lot easier to get a girlfriend. It's a lot easier to date. It's a lot easier to find a good woman if you've got options. But the same is true for money and clients. It's the same thing. It's the same mechanism. You are perceived as a prize. It's fucking really hot in there. 2 seconds. Fuck knows. So yeah, being positioned as the prize. If you want to go and read more about this, just go to the sales page. Link is in bio. Step 2 of the path of sovereign manhood is what I call getting paid to be yourself. So this is where you create an offer that you love to sell and that is aligned with you. Because the biggest problem I see with a lot of clients, they try and sell an offer that's just other people are selling. And that's great. Like, that can work. But the best offers in the world, the ones that go to 1 million and plus, are the ones that you truly love and the ones that you truly want to sell. Because they're unique. They're basically your life, your journey summarized in a solution. So we get to the core of what you offer so that you're never in doubt, so you can sell it with confidence. But then we go a step further and I help you craft that offer. I spent about a year going deeper into offers. I've launched over 30 in the last year. I've launched an offer for Connor and it did 13K MRR by month 4. That's recurring. That's not one time, that's recurring. I helped Matt launch his offer and he made 20K in 5 days. Offers is how you turn ideas into gold. You basically alchemize ideas into gold, into money. That's how you do it. That's how you get paid to be yourself. And there's no point selling an offer that isn't aligned with you Otherwise, you're not getting paid to be yourself. You're getting paid to be someone else. You want to get paid for being yourself. So I help you craft an offer. Offers is how you basically make an exchange. You can't receive money unless an offer has been made, or unless it's a charity. I don't think you're a charity. I have over 5 templates that are validated. So you can just plug and play those templates. You can take things that I've created, offers that I created that sold, take the template, because the biggest thing about offers I found is it's mainly about structure and formatting. If you get the structure right, then it's just down to you to plug the right content in there, which is the easy part. The hard part for a lot of people is they don't know how to structure an offer. Because when you structure an offer the right way, it becomes a logical argument that people can get their head around, and people respond to. It's just psychology. And I'll teach you everything about that. And then we'll go and validate it. And I'll also help you, like we've got different versions of offers that we can sell, one-to-one, group, workshops, whatever you want, digital products. But the one I like the most is the community model, because it's the most scalable. So I'll teach you how to build your community from the ground up, even if you've got hardly any followers, so that you can launch your next 5-figure offer. Sound good? About to move on to step 3. This is the final part of the path. This is the third component, the third step in the path to sovereign manhood, making your next 5 to 20K online. Why is it such a big gap between 5 and 20K? I'll tell you, because some of you are at a point where 5K is going to be realistic. If you're a complete beginner, making your first 5K would be awesome. Game changing for you. Help you quit your job if you can make 5K a month. Or it might give you the confidence to be like, maybe I'm ready to go all in. It's also as high as 20K, because that's exactly how much I helped Matt make in 5 days with 2,000 followers. So I'm like, well, we can do it. The right person comes along. If you're the person that has the right ingredients and the right offer and the right fit, we can take you to 20K. So you're going to fall anywhere between those 2 amounts. So step 3 is what I call the proximity tower. The proximity tower is a system that I created that enables you to add more clients and scale your business sustainably without burning out, without adding more work. So imagine it like this. Imagine a tower, and you are at the top of the tower. This is you. There's a tower. If somebody wants to get to you, they have to come into the tower and they have to ascend up each level. They have to climb the tower to get to you. Why? Because you're positioned as the prize, so you're at the top, which is what we've taught you how to do. So you've got all that down. Now it's about creating a system where people have to actually climb. How do they climb the tower to get to you? How do they climb this tower? I'll tell you. You create different tiers of your offering. Now you've got your offering, you create different tiers and you build out your tiers methodically so that by the time people are working with you, you are only working with people who are paying you a large amount of money if they've got access to you directly. Everyone else pays you based off level of access to you, proximity. That's why it's called the proximity tower. They pay for proximity. So an example of this is we built Connor's tower out. We had free content. We had workshops at the next level. Then we had his paid community. Then we have his one-to-one at the top. And if they want to work with them one-on-one, they have to get to the top of the tower. They have to climb the tower. And we turn that into 13K a month. So if you're in the chat right now, which step are you struggling with? Are you struggling with becoming a magnetic person, a magnetic character, storytelling, frame, being positioned as the prize, mindset? Are you struggling with getting paid for being yourself, your offer? Having the right offer, having an offer that prints money, having an offer that feels aligned, having an offer that you feel comfortable selling, having an offer that consistently brings you revenue enough to be full-time as a creator, as a coach, as a business owner? Or are you struggling with scaling? Are you struggling with building out a sustainable system that enables you to keep making more money every month without doing more work? Step 1, 2, or 3. If you're struggling with being a magnetic character, put a 1. If you're struggling with your offer, put a 2. If you're struggling with scaling, put a 3. All right, I've read out some testimonials. Maybe what I'll do, maybe I'll read out a few more, because why not? This one from my friend Virgil. Everything Dan West touches blows up. Get in there and experience it for yourself. This one was from Spencer. When I first joined Twitter, I had no plans of joining a community. I certainly didn't plan on changing my projection as a creator forever. Before Arthur, I would spend hours looking for the right answers, trying to grasp any and everything I could do to grow my audience. Nothing was working. My profile sucked, my network sucked, and my plan, or lack of, sucked. I was in pain daily, trying to put my life together. It was around the time I was about to give up and try something new when someone in Arthur reached out and invited me in. It's been only a few months and I'm just under 1K followers, have built an offer and monetized it. Now I work on scaling my brand and building with those around me. The genuine friendship and support within the group is unmatched. Clarity and purpose never felt so good. It's a pretty gleaming review. One more. This one was from Richard. Clarity first and foremost. On top of that is the feeling of camaraderie. Makes a nice, this is in brackets, makes a nice change to always being a solopreneur. So he said, clarity first and foremost. On top of that, the feeling of camaraderie, insights from the community members, and a safe space to learn and grow. 2, what makes it different is the positive and supportive environment. It's a space where you feel valued, seen and heard. Egos are left at the door. 3, for me, Arthur was what I needed to really move past some of my own limiting beliefs. It helped me move forward with my business in ways I wanted, but just couldn't seem to do on my own. So I highly recommend it if you want to make changes to your life and business. Proof's in the pudding, guys. All right. Like I said, we've got 7 spots left. This is closing on Monday at midnight. So you've probably got you've got 57 hours and 45 minutes right now, 48 minutes. You've got 57 hours and 48 minutes to join. All right. What else? So I'm telling you about Arthur because it's fucking great, to be honest. Like, I'm very proud. I built something that I wanted to build. I built something that not only did I want to build, I built something that I wish I had. So like for me, this doesn't exist. Like having a brotherhood vibe where everyone is growing and trying to build their best life together, a proven system that helps you get there, and the right people around you. Like for me, that's everything you need. So this was the thing. I built the thing that I thought was fucking cool and amazing. And that's why I'm so happy about this offer and I'm so proud of it. And that's why I'm making these live streams and telling you about it, because you got to get in there. It's fucking sick. So yeah, last time we did this, it was 2 years ago, this specific offer, Arthur. And the community members who, like multiple of the community members who are in round 1 are in round 2. They're already there. They never left. So an important distinction is this is not a course. Fuck courses. This is a brotherhood. So a few things that you're going to get inside. You're going to get 6 weeks, a 6 weeks intensive transformation. You're going to become a sovereign man who can generate 5 to 20K a month. That is our promise. You are going to get 2 weekly brotherhood calls where you can come have people support you. You can share your real struggles, not just your business struggles, your struggles you have as a man. Like the other day, we helped Ray navigate a really, really tricky situation with his long-term girlfriend. And before the call, he was like, I didn't have anyone to talk to. Then he walked away with a clear plan of how to execute. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you can deal with a relationship issue in as a leader, you'll be able to lead your business. You'll be able to make money. It's all linked. We help you solve these problems. This is somewhere you can come. It's a safe place. We don't judge you. We just help you. This is lacking in the world. You'll also get your own personal call sign. I wouldn't actually, and personally, initiate you and allocate you a call sign like Top Gun. So far, we have Ace, we have Drift. Last year, 2 years ago, we had Hollywood, we had Chef. You will have a call sign that you will be referred to. So you will have a unique name and identity inside. Next, I didn't offer this in the past, but I'm offering one-to-one coaching as part of this. So you're going to have the group calls 2 a week. You're also going to get a one-to-one call with me every 2 weeks. I didn't offer this before. You can basically get coached for me one-to-one for nearly one third of what I usually offer my one-to-one for. You're never going to get access to me one-to-one this cheap, at this price. Next is guest masterclasses. We're going to be getting in people from world-renowned podcasters to shamans, to creators, top 1% creators. You're going to get access to these people. They're going to come in, they're going to teach you, they're going to share their knowledge with you as part of this. I'm aiming to have 1 to 2 of these a week, so we might have even more calls than 2 a week. You're literally getting everything you need, every tool you need to succeed in online business from people that have mastered things. This is something as well that I think is going to be really cool. Sometimes I get fucking serious desire just to pick that fucking... There it is, gone. Bible study and religious scripture study. So I've read the Bible and I consistently read it all the time. I've read much of the Quran and I've taken a lot of these principles, some of the best principles, and I've applied them to my life. And what's happened? My life's got significantly better. And what does that mean? It means my business has got significantly better. So you're going to install ancient wisdom and principles that will help you navigate life in a way that you've never navigated it before, with confidence, with conviction, with clarity. No more anxiety, no more knowing what to do. This will help you. This isn't just the things, you're not just going to learn things from me, you're going to learn things from the holy scriptures. And you might be thinking, oh, I'm not really interested in religion, Dan. I'm not really interested in all that crap. Well, let me tell you this. You don't have to be religious to get the benefits from this. This is ancient wisdom. This is the basis of this is the moral code that the Western world and even much of the East has been built upon. You're going to learn it. You're going to install these things without having to go and read the whole thing yourself. We'll do it as a group. So let me show you something. So right now, we have a private Telegram group. It's already kicking off in there. I'm going to read something out from here that you might be interested in. So, I told you, I said, guys, we're going to support you with your man problems, the real life things. And I told you about Ray. Well, one of our members the other day wrote in there, he said, anyone else feeling the fucking devil on their shoulder today? And then Ace popped up, call sign Ace. He popped up and said, it's all you and it's all love. Then M responded. This was the guy that said, the devil was on his shoulder. He said, the only thing I feel now is 160 kg on the leg press. Everyone reacted. Problem solved. Now, if you subscribe for the year, you'll get access to that Telegram group. Everyone else will get put into a community platform where all the resources, lessons, and teachings will be. So yeah, there's a lot fucking going on here. It's deep. It's deep, but it's simple. And that's what I love about it. Listen, if you are interested, if you have been listening to this and you're like, this is interesting to me, just go and click the link in my bio, go onto the sales page, read more about it. Everything you need to know is there. This is literally my life's work. Go and see what I've built for you. Go and read the testimonials. Go and see how many lives we've changed. Go and read the case studies. Read about my story and why I'm doing this. And you will start to believe. You'll either be like, this is for me or this isn't. So just go and click that link. Go and have a read. And then if you like what you see, book a call. Book a call with me. And you can do that through that page. That's what I encourage you to do. Because we've got 7 spots left. 5 have been filled already. And we close in about 57.5 hours. That's if the spots haven't gone by then. So basically, you have 2 paths in front of you. You have path 1, which is what I call the comfortable lie. This is where you keep telling yourself that you don't need to take a risk. You don't need to invest in yourself. You can just keep reading about business. You can keep reading about how to improve your life. You can keep reading and taking free content from people out there that are putting things out into the world that's valuable. But the reality, guys, is that you're not going to get anywhere if you don't take the plunge. The reality is that you're not going to go to the next level until you invest and make a jump, because you need stakes. You need to have sunk cost fallacy. Your brain, this is why do you think like rich people invest? Because they understand that you've got to spend money to make money. And they also, why do they invest in mentorships and programs? Because they know that their brain, the human brain, is fucking fucked up, and it won't take action on something unless there's an element of pain. If there's an element, there's a sunk cost. For example, if you pay $100 to make a dinner reservation that you won't get back, you are not canceling that dinner. If you spend $1,000 on a personal trainer, you know that you better get fit, otherwise it's all a waste of money. You know, and this is something my friend did lately, you know that if you book in a photo shoot and you said you're going to drop to 10% body fat by that photo shoot's happening. So you better do the work. That's what this offers you. Yeah, you're going to learn some cool shit. Yeah, you're going to be surrounded by brothers for life who've got your back. Yeah, you're going to make money. But most importantly is you're going to have that fire in your belly to actually do it yourself. You're going to be empowered. And the only way that happens is when you actually make a jump and you invest in yourself. I did this myself. 2 years ago, I wanted to go all in on my brand. This was actually, 2 years ago. And I wasn't getting anywhere. And then I took a little bit of money that I had spare, 2.5 grand, and I invested in a mentorship. What happened? I wasn't getting anywhere. I wasn't making any money. I was barely growing my account. I then gained like 2,000 followers on Twitter, and I then monetized it, and I made 7K the month after. So I made like triple my investment back nearly within 2 months. And it wasn't even because of the stuff I was learning, it was because I had a reason. I wasn't scared to sell. I started believing in myself. And that's when my career in this field really took off. And less than a year later, it was like 8 months later, I hit 15K a month. So it all stemmed from that decision to just go all in. The investment is not an option. I've coached so many people for free. They never get better results than the people that spend the most. And it's because the people that spend the most are paying to get something they really want. So how bad do you want it? But yeah, that's the first path, the comfortable lie. The second path is the uncomfortable truth, which I just told you about. If you carry on, you're going to be fucked. You're going to carry on. You're not going to be free. You need to buy your freedom. And you do that by giving yourself a reason to go for it. And the uncomfortable truth is this. It requires you taking a risk. And you come with us and we show you who the fuck you are. Carl Jung said one of the most difficult things a human being can do is face their own soul, which essentially is a combination of your spirit and your subconscious. If you can face it head on, you will unlock powers that you never even thought were there. You will unlock confidence, conviction, and obviously earning ability coming with that you've never felt before. You wonder how I can get on a live stream and talk to you like this, regardless, and not care about my, obviously I care about my reputation, but not give a fuck. Basically put it all on the line and talk to you like this, basically without taking a breath for like an hour. Well, it's because I've done the work. I've invested in myself. I've got myself to a point of confidence where I'm like, of course this thing, fucking people need to get involved with it because it's fucking sick, because I've literally bled for it. It's my life's work. I've spent enough money learning this stuff, way over $20,000. So now I'm sharing it with you because now I've given myself permission. You need to give yourself permission. And the uncomfortable truth is who you are underneath it all. You're scared to succeed. But if you take this path, you will realize that you've been scared to succeed the whole time. You've been hiding, and that's when the magic happens. So you no longer have to pay $6,000 to get coached by me. You just pay the amount, which is nearly a third of that. Fuck it, I'll tell you. The investment is $2,500. $2,497. I didn't want to speak about the price on here, but fuck it, it's done now. You're going to find out anyway. But to get one-to-one help from me is $6,000 minimum. You're going to get this for nearly a third of that. So think about that. And if you want to jump in for the year and you want to get in the Telegram group and you want to get in the inner circle, rubbing shoulders with coaches, 1% creators, people that have built and sold businesses for multi-six figures, you want to be inside that inner circle. That is an upgrade that you can buy. Trust me, if you just go and look at the sales page, you'll see how much value you get in there. You'll be like, I'd be retarded not to buy this, the upgrade. But that's up to you. I'll leave that to you. There's no pressure. But like I said, 7 spots remaining and about 57.5 hours left to join. Should we close this out? So here's the thing. I've spoken about this a lot. I don't think I've ever done a live stream like this where I've sold so explicitly. So that's happened. But we're going with or without you. This is happening with or without you, because this, to me, is a mission from God. This is me fulfilling what I believe to be my highest purpose. So for me, it's like we've already got people in there. I've already cracked the code on how to make 5 to 20K a month. I've already helped nearly 100 people do this. I've already built the confidence to get on a live stream and sell with 0 fucks given. I've already become the magnetic character. I've already got paid to be myself. I'm building my proximity tower. So this is already happening, regardless of whether you come or not. Like I don't need to do this. I'm doing it because this is a mission from God. And when He helped me 3 months ago when I was in my time of need, I promised Him I'd stop hiding. So for me, I'm like, this is happening anyway. So it's already happening. You can be a part of it or not. The train is leaving the station regardless. So it's just up to you if you want to be on it. Go and read the sales page. The link is in my bio. Just go and click it, read it. If you don't like it, click off it. There'll be things in there that you might hate, that might trigger you. There'll be things in there that make you feel uncomfortable. But for the few of you that actually have a pair of fucking balls, you will read that and go, fuck, I need this. And do you know what? You do. You do. Because if you want freedom, if you want self-sovereignty, if you want digital sovereignty, if you want to get paid for being yourself, you want to become a magnetic character who attracts money, women, opportunities, network. If you want to get paid for being yourself, if you want to build a system that brings you money consistently without you having to do more work as you scale, you do need this. If you don't want any of that, fine. Enjoy your current situation. I'm sure you'll be fine. But if you want more, if you feel the itch, if you feel the calling, then just go and read that page. And then if you like what you see, book a call. The call is free. And by the time, if you want to book the call, you'll already be sold anyway. We'll just hop on a call and I'll be like, yeah, do you want to do this or not? And you'll be like, yeah. So there's no pressure. There's zero. You just do what you want to do. But I encourage you, if you feel any, if you resonate with this message at all, I just encourage you to go and check it out. So yeah, 58 hours left, less, 57 and a half hours left. Are you finally ready? Are you ready to finally take a fucking risk? Are you ready to become sovereign? Are you ready to take a risk for once in your fucking life? Because the worst case scenario, or the best case scenario is you win. The worst case scenario is you learn. So here's what I want you to do next. Go to the link in my bio. Click the link. Read the sales page. When you read the sales page, read until you feel like you want to either go deeper and take the next step, take it a step further, in which case book a call, or read it until you go, fuck this ain't for me. Because for me, I'd rather get rid of you early if it's not for you, and I'd rather you stop wasting your time reading it than go through it and then go, yeah, no, I'm not convinced. It's a fuck yes or a fuck no. I want the fuck yeses. Okay. Where are we at? We've had a fair few people join. How many people are currently listening? We've got, how many people? We've got 28 people listening on Twitter. God knows how many people on LinkedIn. And for about how long have we been going for? We've been going for just over an hour. So it's ready to, we're ready to finally put a fork in it. If you've got any questions, drop them in the chat. If you believe, if you're thinking right now, because I know where you might be going, this sounds interesting to me, but I don't have many followers. No problem. Ahab started paying off his mortgage with less than 400 followers. If you're thinking, but I've never launched an offer before, no worries. Matt hadn't launched an offer before and he made 20K in 5 days. If you're thinking, I have imposter syndrome and I don't think I can get over it, I don't have the confidence, we'll help you build that confidence. And not only that, that was the same position that Esther was in, although this is for men, but she was one of my female clients. She had complete imposter syndrome. And she made 6K in 3 weeks with a program I helped her launch. If you're thinking, I don't have the money right now, we can do payment plans. If you're thinking right now, Dan, this sounds a little bit too good to be true, I would say, just go and read the fucking sales page. Like, Do you have any idea how hard it would be to make that stuff up? Like, it's hard enough just putting all that stuff out there anyway. Trust me, it took me like 2 weeks to write that thing. It's hard to put real things in there, let alone fucking make shit up. So just go and read the case studies, go and read the testimonials, go and read the page. If you're thinking, what else? What's another reason that people would be thinking right now? What if you're like, oh, I don't have time? Well, all the calls will be recorded so you can catch up with it in your own time. You only have to attend the calls that you want to attend. So you can do it in your own time. And even so, I'll even tell you what the most important lessons are so you don't even have to do everything. I would do everything if I was you, but you don't even have to do everything. If you're like, oh, but I don't think that I don't think I can make 5 to 20K. I'm like, go and read the testimonials, go and read the case studies. You'll see that people have done it with fucking barely any resources. You don't need thousands of followers. You don't need to already have an offer. You don't need to have business experience necessarily. You just need to fucking get in there and take action. If you're thinking, I don't know, Dan, this sounds a bit like a bit of a BizOp. BizOp offers are literally blueprints of how to make money with a system that someone created. I'm not teaching you, I'm giving you systems that you can install, but most importantly, I'm teaching you how to think. Like, I'm empowering you with the ability to think for yourself. I'm not telling you what to think, I'm telling you how to think. I'm giving you all the tools you need so you can use them your own way. You're not just getting a fucking blueprint you're not getting a Lego set with all the instructions there. Like, you're not even getting a Lego set. You're basically, all I'm going to do is just give you the tools and say, I'm going to be with you every step of the way so that you can build a house that you want to build. So you're going to give you the tools and the resources. And what else is another reason that people would say, oh, I can't do it? Yeah. Oh, another reason as well why this isn't a BizOp. This is a brotherhood. Like, BizOps are just there. They just get you in. They don't even give you any support, emotional support. And they just say, there you go do it. We're going to be with you every step of the way. So imagine if you're building a house completely on your own, you might succeed. But you're going to be building this house with brothers who are with you every step of the way. People who are further ahead than you. People who have expertise in areas that maybe you need to gain expertise, but you don't have yet. People that stick with you through thick and thin. People that can help you solve your real problems. It's a safe space where you will not be judged. Most BizOp offers, if, for example, you said, oh, I've gone and done the client acquisition thing, but I still have a few questions, but I feel like an idiot asking, they'll make you feel like a dickhead. We won't. You can ask us anything. You can come to us with any problem when we can help you navigate. Even if you're experienced and you're just a little bit too scared to speak up, we'll help you with it all. We've got you. You have real support. That's what makes this different. It's a real brotherhood. It's not all about making money. It's about turning you into a sovereign man in 6 weeks. So now's the fucking time to act. Don't wait any longer. If you want in or you're curious, just go and read the sales page, book a call with me. Otherwise, I don't know when we're going to open this back up again. So you can either be sitting on the sidelines and playing small for longer, letting the doubters, the people that doubt you, letting your dreams basically fucking wash away, blow away in the wind. And you'll be watching other people succeed and living the life you want. Or you can take action today and we'll have a call and we'll see if this is the right fit for you. Because at the end of the day, I don't want people that are half-assed. I don't want people that are unsure. So you've got to be sure about this. I don't want to waste your time if you're not sure. But if you do have questions, I'm happy to answer them. And we'll hop on a call. That call is a free call. It's no obligation. If you get on that call, I expect that you want it. I'm not going to sell you. This is enough. This should be enough, everything I've spoken about today. And the page, when you go and read the page. That should all be enough for you. That should really all be enough for you. And then you'll decide if you want to do it or not. And if you do, we'll hop on a call. It's no obligation. I'll be like, okay, let's just see if it's a good fit. It might not be a good fit for you. If it isn't, I'll turn you away. I'll turn you away happily. This might not work for you. I'll be honest, because the quality of the group is more important than just taking your money. Because I owe it to the guys that are in there to maintain the standard. So there we go. If you're interested in joining Arthur, if you're interested in anything that got spoken about today, just go and read the page. Spent a long time building that. I was up till 6 a.m. this morning getting it ready to launch because it got to midnight last night. I was like, oh, I'll just launch it tomorrow. I was like, nope, we do it now. So I stayed up till 6 a.m. writing that for you. And now it's just up to you to go and see if it's for you. That's it. Take action. Take a fucking risk for once in your life. And if you still have doubts, go to the sales page and scroll down to the testimonials or read the case studies. You cannot make this stuff up. I promise you. It's very fucking hard to write a fiction novel. It's a lot easier to just like share the facts. These are just facts. It's literally just a fucking one big piece of proof that this will work for you. So that's it. I'm going to do these. I don't know if I'm going to do these. I'm going to reframe that. I don't know if I'm going to do these every day, but I am enjoying doing them. So I might do them every day. I might do them every day for the whole of January. But for the meantime, I'll do one tomorrow and I'll do one on Monday. And you better believe, like, we're going to be covering other areas. Today, I just wanted to talk about what's inside, the fact that people are jumping in, the fact that the proof is in the pudding, and just show you that this is not this ain't a joke. And this ain't about money. This is about fulfilling my higher purpose, fulfilling my mission. I know that in order to do that, I have to get you to take action. Because if you don't, you'll be fucked. And by fucked, I mean you'll stay where you are in, quite frankly, mediocrity when you can be fucking great. And I want to help you reach that because I get my fulfillment out of seeing you win. How fucked up is that? My joy comes from seeing you win. But I know that the hardest thing is taking the steps. So I have to be fucking Mr. Motivator here, which is what I do very well. And I have to show you the path to sovereignty clearly, prove to you that it will work. Because if you stay where you are, like we're going on a journey. We're going on a journey to the fucking promised land. I've been there. I basically fucking live there. I live in Bali, for fuck's sake. Look at this villa. But in order for you to get there, you have to fucking make the jump. You have to say, yes, I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you because I want to go there. I've shown you where we're going to. 5 to 20K months, becoming a sovereign man in the process. That is true independence. That is true power. Not only will you make more money, have better life, have a better lifestyle, women will become more attracted to you. You'll become more attractive to everything. You will get more confidence than you've ever got before. You will become a man. You will become a sovereign man. And not only that, you will gain brothers for life who have your back. You'll be supported the whole way. The proof is all there. I've read out dozens of testimonials today. I've spoken about the results. The proof is there. It's just up to you if you want to keep making excuses or not. And that's it. I want you to win. It's my responsibility. I know that I've got to give you some tough love because I want you to be amazing. I want you to be great. I want you to live your dreams. But your dreams, they don't just get handed to you on a silver platter. Is your dream to keep working a 9 to 5, get a mortgage, get a house, get a wife, get a dog, die, have kids, and then die? If it is, this ain't for you. But if you have a bigger vision, a bigger dream, you want things, you actually want things, you like the idea of becoming wealthy, you like the idea of having a business that you get, like the idea of getting paid to be yourself, you like the idea of being able to travel the world, you like the idea of rubbing shoulders with some of the most capable top 1% entrepreneurs in the world, you like the idea of going where other people haven't gone before, you like the idea of taking a risk and going after what you want, then this is for you. You just need to fucking do it. And I'll hold your hand as much as I can. You will make it there. Because as soon as you join, within the first week, you're going to feel powerful. Because that's the first thing we focus on, getting your mindset right. Because to become a 7-figure entrepreneur, 6-figure, 7-figure entrepreneur, you have to become that man long before you become the man. You have to become it now, and then the world and the universe will catch up. So we'll build that in the first week. By week 6, you'll be an independent, sovereign man who can create anything they want. And if you want to come with us for the year, you can upgrade. But 6 weeks is all it's going to take. And we're going to fucking go for it. So that really is it. If you have more questions, feel free to DM me. If you like what you're hearing, but you don't want to DM me, go and click the link in my bio, go to the sales page. I've said it 50 times because I want the message to get through. If you're ready to go beyond, let's fucking do it. Click the link in my bio. Thanks for listening, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday as well. But tomorrow, we're going live again. I'm going to bring my friend in tomorrow. I'm going to bring a good friend, a guy doing 20K a month. I want to prove to you what's possible with other people that are doing this. The kinds of people that I rub shoulders with on a daily basis. Friends I have who I've met through doing this. You will meet these people through Arthur. I'm going to bring him in. We're going to talk to him. We're going to talk shop. We're going to rock and roll. That's it, guys. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow. Hasta luego.